Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're having a look at the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Alrighty, so it looks like we've drunk a ton of it already. We actually haven't. This is another donation from Roy. So Roy Jackson, round of applause for being an absolute madman. He's done us a massive favor and sent us out the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. It's not the first one that Roy sent to us, so again, thank you so much for that.
Means a lot.
It's one, like, helpful because it's like, especially things that are hard for us to get, that other people can find, but it also just means a ton for us, like with the channel, to have anyone want to actually send it something for us to review. So thanks again. I'm super excited because the Elijah Craig, the original one,
small batch
or something.
yeah.
That one is like, it's not like my favorite bourbon, but it's definitely up there in ones
really
I
nice.
really enjoy, and like it's kind of unique. Like I got tons of like weird peanut notes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll be excited to see how this one kind of like holds up, but also like it's barrel proof. Like that's right up our alley. Like that's exactly what we normally enjoy. 60%, 60. What is it? So 120.8, so 60.4. It's batch number A122. Straight from the barrel, no chill filtration, and it's 12 years old. Again, I have no idea how much this was, Rory, but either way, thank you. But
Can we even get
I don't think we can get that. That was exactly what I was about to say. I've never seen this, like, maybe on Nick's, but it's going to be one of those ones that are just like in stock, out of stock kind of
like a seasonal kind of thing?
Well, like they get some in, but they just get bought out.
Yeah, it smells nice.
Dark.
Have we got any?
I reckon we haven't had, that I know of, like many bourbons that have been above 10, and not many bourbons that were 10. Like bourbons.
Years of age.
Yeah. Sorry, I just jumped straight
Above
into a
10,
tangent without any context. Like bourbon doesn't normally. It's harder to get that many years out of it. There's a few, like there's a lot of 10-year-olds and a few 9-year-olds and stuff, but above 10, like.
And this is what, 12?
This is 12. So bourbons, because the climate, the in and out of the barrel, the sponge effect that the seasons do, because of the difference in both ends of the spectrum of those temperatures, especially places like Texas and stuff like that. That's why you see them barely get a year or two out of their barrels without it looking like that, like a 25-year-old Scotch normally does, because the seasonal changes, the temperature, the spectrum on either end is much closer together. So there's not as drastic of a kind of impact from the barrel. And when it does happen, it's slower. So that's why it's a bit more unique to see, like a 12-year-old Scotch. That's every Scotch, like it's majority of them you see are 12 years old.
Yeah.
But bourbon, definitely not anywhere near as common.
I'm still getting
classic bourbon.
peanut.
I'm getting dry
It's a
peanuts.
faint
It's
peanut.
salted. It's not as strong as it was in the small batch.
But yeah,
This
it's
is like
classic
nice,
bourbon notes.
dry, salted peanuts. But yeah, with those classic bourbon notes, you're getting those baking spices, cinnamon, cardamom, star anise, stuff like that.
There is a cherry, but it's not as intense as like a wild
cherry.
turkey.
It's like a balanced cherry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not a cherry bomb like rare breed. This is nice and sweet. This is like exactly how I like my bourbons to smell. They're like this caramelized, intense sweetness, like a bunch of spices.
Do we know how much this costs?
No,
If we can even get it at all.
we can search
Let me
it.
just
We
give
can
it a quick.
we'll chuck it on screen.
Oh my god.
Christ, that's hot. Oh, that's got like that
Caramel.
the Noah's Mill winey caramelly note, like the port.
Not
like
as
raspberry
intense, but yes,
kind
it's
of
there. Yeah.
It's like when you let Chambord go off. It turned into this raspberry port.
Never let. But okay.
No, it doesn't take long. If you open it and let it sit on the shelf like half empty for a year, you come back and it's like
goes really
it's
dark.
more brown than like red,
Yeah.
and it tastes like kind of this port, this raspberry port. And I get that note with the Noah's Mill. And I get a little bit in this. It's like this really nice tart kind of raspberry note.
I was gonna say sherbet, but
Yeah.
tart raspberry kind of works. That cherry kind of, it's there.
Oh,
Nowhere near as strong as the rare breed, I would say, on the palate.
It's
definitely there though.
Yeah. I'm getting a strong fruit kick though. Like I'm getting raspberries, like raspberry sherbet, raspberry syrup. Like I'm getting this nice,
Especially on the nose now that I've
sweet
tasted it.
tartness. The peanuts I didn't. I'm gonna go back in there because
Yeah, there's no peanuts anymore.
it's got the Booker's effect, that the stag effect. That
Roy's absolutely teasing us, sending us this much.
yeah, you bastard, Roy. That's gonna see. The problem is we're gonna stare at that and be like, I don't want to finish.
Yeah,
it.
we
One,
can't- we
because we
can't
can't
finish it.
replace it, and two, because like there's so little left. Like we just don't want to finish it. But at the same time, it's sitting in there oxidizing because there's not much left. We're gonna need to
And
finish
it's so
it.
nice. That's the issue.
And it's so freaking nice.
If it was shit, then I would be like, fair enough. But
I think I
can't
remember
remember.
Roy saying that like this edition, this batch or whatever, this year, at some point, correct us if we're wrong, Roy, you said something about the barrel proof not being like as nice as it was in another year or something. I'm not sure if this is the one that you're referring to.
which we had the
But
luxury of trying.
trying different batches. But if that's the case, I want to, what the hell? I want to try the ones that you consider like were, really, really good, because this is really, really good. It's so dark.
It's like a mix of Booker's, Noah's Mill, and like a bit of Rare Breed.
I was about to say it's got like a
It's like-
Russell's
yeah.
single barrel.
It's like three of my
kind of
favorite
like-
bourbons
yeah.
kind of blended into one, with like a peanut hint on top. I'm just getting like fresh red fruits, like the raspberries.
It's got such a bitter, like dehydrating effect. It's like sweetness, rush of fruit,
Oh my god.
and barrel bitterness, and like
Yeah.
spices, and then it goes like, just kind of like sits there really dry.
We need to
It's sweet at the same time. I don't know.
we need to do a trip to America.
We need to
Go through all the bourbon.
Oh,
Just like-
what did Daniel do? The whiskey something trail. He like went
Yeah,
on his motorbike and traveled
yeah.
like bounced spot to spot to all the whiskey distilleries.
Yeah, we
I
need to
don't
do
know-
something like that.
I don't know if it was Texas or if it was.
But
like,
we can't bring any of it back home. That's the issue.
No, we can, just not much of
You
it.
can only bring 2 liters each. I think.
That's tax free.
I think.
I think you can pay a butt ton and bring more back.
Buy a suitcase, fill it all up.
Yeah, but I think then
Try
you
and
pay
scam
through
it through.
Then you have to pay through the years.
Yeah.
They'd ping that before they would ping like a knife or a gun, just because they don't want you. Government doesn't want you paying.
That whiskey needs to go.
They're like, no, they're like, that doesn't need to be banned. That needs to be paid for. If like
It's like cigars.
a knife, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
But cigars and like whiskey, it's like that tax hasn't been paid for. Someone needs to. They like yoink.
But it's incredibly nice. It's all I
Really, really good. But yeah, let us know, Roy. What? Do you remember that comment? I feel like he said that.
I remember reading it. I don't know if it was Roy though.
No, it was.
I remember reading it at least. That someone said the Elijah
Oh.
Craig, like some barrels have been worse, some have been better.
I know. Correct us if we're wrong. But yeah, Roy, once again, you've killed it, because the other one was the Prohibition, the Old Forester Prohibition strengths, and that was really, really
Amazing.
good. But yeah, damn, like again, Roy, you've smashed it. Thanks a ton. Really appreciate it. Both like the actual item itself, but and the
Helps us out
opportunity,
as well.
but also like the thought. Like symbolically, it means a lot. But so if you like this episode, leave us a like. If you see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.